Good afternoon, adventurers. Welcome to Happy Trail Backpacking. This Monday, we are off to Afton State Park, Minnesota. We are off on a hike today. It is about 40 degrees. It's extremely windy, partly cloudy. Oh wow. I just saw, well, it's gone now, but I just saw a pheasant run across the trail right there. Awesome. Well, we are off on a 5.6 mile hike today. I have been here before. I did a video here last year, I think, or maybe the year before. I'm not sure. Might have been 2 years ago. But it was on the other side of the park. Now we're on the south half of the park. And we're going to do a loop around basically the south half of the park. So now, like always, I'll leave a link in the description where I started. But I did not start inside the state park. I drove down, there's a road that ends in a cul-de-sac right at the south end of the park. So I just parked down there. And there's a gate to get into the park from there. Woo, it is windy. Makes it extra cold. And it's pretty muddy too. Here we go, here's a map. So my other video I started up here on the north side, and we did a big loop like this, roughly. And today we started way down here. And we're going down here, and we're gonna go around, and then along the river, and then back. We made it to the entrance road to Afton State Park. We're going to be hiking underneath. Alrighty folks, we've made it around to the Afton Alps ski area. which I'm actually kind of surprised it's open. They still got snow on some of the runs. I used to do some skiing in my younger days. And I remember Afton Alps was one of my favorite places. They have tons of runs. A lot of cool little nooks and crannies you can go exploring and stuff. It was a fun place. Here's Trout Brook, or Trout Creek, I'm sorry. And I don't know what they're doing here with all these, trying to protect something. And I wonder if the red ones are different than the white ones, I don't know. Usually they do that to protect like young sapling trees from being eaten from deer, because deer will eat everything. But I don't understand why they would be planting trees there. I mean, there's a whole forest. I see about 6, 7 deer over there. 6, 7. That was kind of cool. There was like maybe 10 deer over there, and a couple of them were just staring at me. The rest of them were all just eating. It's usually how deer do it. 1 or 2 of them will keep watch while the rest eat with their heads down. But then right after I turned the camera off, I tripped over a stick and they all ran. Alright, so we have reached the St. Croix River. And we'll be hiking along this for the next couple miles. Looks like a bunch of Canadian geese. Awesome. Wow, that was a really big bald eagle. That was a huge one. It was sitting down on the shore down there. I tried to turn the camera on as fast as I could, but I didn't see it until it took off. And it just kind of took off over the ice. But that was a big one. That was definitely probably a full-size male. I know some bird species, I don't know about bald eagles, but some birds, the female is usually bigger than the male. All right, we're getting to the end of our 2-mile stretch along the river here. We're about to turn and climb up this bluff. But wanted to mention, there are quite a few along the way. There are quite a few of these little trails that go down, little steep trails that go down to the beach. Some of them are rocky, some of them are sandy beaches. Just little areas that you can go down to the water, access the river. Awesome. Otherwise, this whole stretch that I just walked, we did another section of it in my other hike, so it's a pretty long trail, but it's wide. It's almost like a bike path. It's very flat and graded, and it's just a dirt path, but it's pretty easy walking. Came out of the woods into the prairie here. It's pretty windy. The sun feels good. Alrighty folks, back here at the car. Awesome. Afton State Park. This place is pretty awesome. By the way, when I got back here, I see there's over here behind me, there's a dead deer carcass. Gross. But yeah, actually I did see some deer. You know, we saw the 10 deer estimated. But this place is pretty awesome. Pretty easy walking here. The trails are pretty nice. It's kind of weird. The trails are pretty wide and most of them are groomed, but then every once in a while it goes down to like a single track trail where it's pretty rocky and stuff, like going up the bluffs or down the bluffs. But down by the river and even up on top too is they're pretty wide, nice and flat trails. Some of them are grass. Easy walking. But yeah, great place. Got to see that eagle down by the river. That was pretty cool. They had I don't know if I mentioned this, but they had a picnic area down by the river too. So if you go park in the main parking lot, there's a short walk down to the river, and there's a picnic area down there too. But yeah, great place for a hike. I will mention that this place does get pretty busy. It's one reason why I kind of did it early in the year, and I think the other one I did was pretty late in the year. But that keeps the population down, the human population. But otherwise, in the summertime, this place gets really busy. I also want to just mention that by the time this video comes out, I'm going to be in Arkansas. I'm doing some backpacking down on the Buffalo River Trail and down in the Caney Creek Wilderness. So those videos will probably be following this one. So go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on those. And I will see you next Monday right here on Happy Trail Backpacking.